So we're ready to go over to page 33 and let's go down and look at our vocabulary word for today. The word is obliged. In the past tense, it has ed on the end, which means it's already happened. And if you obliged, you did what you were asked or expected to do. So let's see what happens on this page and see who was obliged to do something. I'll figure it out, said Flora. What will you figure out? Said Mrs. Tickman. Flora didn't answer her. Instead, she bent down and put her mouth on the squirrel's mouth. It tasted funny. If she were forced to describe it, she would say it tasted exactly like squirrel. Fuzzy, damp, slightly nutty. Have you lost your mind? Said Mrs. Tickum. Flora ignored her. She breathed into the squirrel's mouth. She pushed down on his small chest. She started to count. Breathe! The squirrel obliged. He took a deep, shuddering breath and then another and another. The squirrel returned. Now let's just talk about this a little bit. So she's going to figure out how to save this squirrel, and she does it by giving it, yes, we were right with our prediction, CPR. So my question for Flora is, how do you know what squirrel tastes like exactly? I don't think she really knew exactly, but I think she had a good idea that it would be fuzzy because of the fur. It would be damp, I guess, because it's somebody's animal's mouth, and you think about a dog being all slurpy and kind of getting slobber everywhere. Ugh. And then slightly nutty because it eats nuts, but I think she also meant he's a little nutty because remember he was running around like crazy before. So Miss Tickum thinks she's crazy, that she's lost her mind, but she doesn't care. She breathes into that squirrel's mouth. She pushes down on his small chest, and she's going to count it out because that's what you do when you give CPR. She begged that squirrel just to breathe, and he obliged or took a deep, shuddering breath and then another and another, which means he started breathing again. She asked him to breathe. She expected him to breathe. He did breathe. He was obliged. The squirrel had returned. Now, you're going to find the text evidence in here. You know, we said that, yes, Flora's a cynic. She doesn't believe in romance, and she just thinks everything's silly and likes to be in her mind and create. So I want you to go back on this page and find some more text evidence that shows that Flora's really helpful and caring. What's something she does, says, or something she thinks that proves that she is a helpful and caring person?